Sexual violence doesn't mean grape. Grape can be checked. Sexual violence can be claimed. You can claim that we can only prove it by video that this sexual violence happened. Not by, we know that you can lie, you can bring women and say that someone sexually harassed them, but that doesn't mean graping, because grape can be checked and can be by doctor proved. That's why they use sexual violence. If it's grape, you will see it in every big headlines in this mainstream media. That's why you debunked. Your claim is completely false. You claim that 40 baby have been beheaded, and then you debunk yourself. And now this is because it can't be fully debunked. That's why you keep using it. Because sexual violence, woman said that someone put his hand, I don't know where. That's it. That doesn't mean that it's happened, because nobody was there, and only the ITF soldier, woman, like female soldier, she said this, and they can, anybody can claim it. But we have videos for grabbing prisoners, and not one case, and by non-government organization proved. But you you say that those people are not a human. So if someone did this to them, it's okay. I'm asking, if a woman get grabbed, Palestinian woman from soldier, where should she go?
Thank you so much, brother. So, I endured this sexual violence from age 11 till I left at age 19. That is why I left Israel, because of sexual violence, such as grabbing women by the private parts, grabbing women by the chest, calling women names while they walk in the street, and if you ignore them, they curse you out. That is a common tactic used in my town of Rishon and South Tel Aviv. That was used. It depends which area. If you're in a very nice, rich area, it may not happen as much. I also endured sexual violence in ITF by my own officer. Luckily, I had my own pew-pew to defend myself, and I nearly unalived the guy. So, I guess I'm not somebody that can easily be messed with, but since I was a kid and there was always a bunch of guys against me, there was not much I could have done. So, they also like to shame women if they're pretty. They like to shame them for that. They used to like to shame me because I had big lips. So, and they would tell me my lips are only good for one thing. Guess what? They also operate a pretty girl law in IDF. What does a pretty girl law mean? Made by IDF rabbi? It means it's kosher to grape any girl if she is pretty. I mean Palestinian girls, because it raises the morale of the soldier. And they found out morale is one of the most important things to win a war. You cannot win without having the morale of the soldiers. Morale, not morals. Hi. I'm still here because I care. That's why I'm here. That's why I blow the whistle. It's out of love. I do not hate anyone. You'd be surprised. Thank you.
Yeah, we can listen to all the stuff that you want to see. Tell us about your mentally history. How much of what you're actually saying is actually true, and how much is psychotic? How much is it actually in your brain? How much is just mental? I know you were in a mental institution for a long time, so not that we want to hold that against you. I mean, but we can't really take anything you say for truth, because we don't know what your mental state was and how much of that was actually psychosis as opposed to how much was real. Going back to Hanin, yes, Hanin, I will show Wang, I will show him the violations that you try to send to me. You're such a liar, piece of dirt, sharmuta. I don't know where you come from. You're evil. I definitely think that maybe, if you had been there in the Holocaust, you would have been there with Sarit, you would have been pushing us into the chambers, you would have been gassing us, you would have been pushing us onto trains, If you and Sarita were there, that's what you would have been doing. You would have been taking the young kids, stripping their clothes off, and then pushing them into the showers to actually drown them with Zyklon B gas. That's what your people would have been doing, the type of people that you are. Disgusting. Zawari, he comes out of these stories, talks a lot of bullshit. Like I said, we spoke to a Christian Palestinian from Bethlehem, and basically she told us that basically 90% of what Zawari was saying was actually garbage. She was saying that in group A, they have no water problems, they have no food problems, they have no problems. They are happy with the situation. So we can speak to them.
So, thank you for having me. I totally missed out what Haneen said, caught a little bit of what Sarit said. Definitely want to say W Haneen, even though I didn't hear what you said, and definitely W Sarit. Second thing I want to mention is it is amazing for us to be sitting on TikTok panels and listening to literal IDF and Mossad agents gaslight others that are trying to blow the whistle on what it is that they're doing in Palestine because Israel doesn't exist. Absolutely comical. The funny thing is, D.I, not 2 days ago, literally said on a Zionist panel that all Israelis on TikTok are IDF because every single one of them have served in IDF. Her words, not mine. I can pull up the video. The funny thing about all of this is every single thing he just said was nothing more than a confession. He literally accused others of doing what it is that their people are known to do. There are children in Israel's detention camp, not in age groups detention camps. There is no age group detention camps to begin with, only Israeli detention camps. Let's not forget that Israel is the only state where two different systems exist for the same children of same age, as long as they're a different ethnicity, one being Palestinian, the other being Israeli. Hilarious. Bro, come on. Wake the F up. You guys are boring as fuck. Okay? There is nothing left for you guys to do or say. You guys have dug your grave and all you have to do is now lie in it. The funny thing is, I'm not even advocating for others to put you in it because you have already done it.
Yeah, like the cyber guy was saying, I'm gonna repeat myself. The same report he's reading from literally states we looked at 5,000 photos and 50 hours of footage, and they found no evidence of grape. That was basically everything that Israel was showing them, right? All the videos, all the photos that Israel was showing the UN mission that went to Israel, looked at all the photos and they said we saw no evidence of grape. And they did not even speak to any first-hand survivors of grape. All their reporting was coming from Israeli authorities. It says it in the same report. Why, instead of reading articles, Cyber, why don't you go read the full report? It's literally there. I can tell you how you can control F and find exactly what I'm telling you. You keep reading articles, you keep reading the headlines of articles. Why don't you look at the goddamn report? It's not that hard. If you can read English, you can understand English. It's really not that hard. They literally say, we saw no evidence of grape. We saw no videos, no photos. Israel did not allow us. They claimed that there were survivors of grape, but they did not allow us to speak to the survivors and get first-hand accounts of the grapes. They were literally just going from one Israeli authority to the next, and they were giving them the same BS that we've been hearing in all of mainstream media about these grapes. No grapes happened on October 7th. It's a lie. If the evidence was, abundant, if they had a lot of evidence, they would let any independent investigators come in and do their work. But they refused. They kept refusing. There's a separate UN entity that can actually do investigations. I forgot the name of the UN entity, but the UN entity that was supposed to go in early on in October, Israel refused to allow them in. If they have so much evidence of rape, why refuse independent investigations?
Again, we're quoting the same fucking person.